I investigated the biggest predator on Discord. Oh no. What a thing to react to immediately.
Today's suspect is Picky, or Pixie.
How's the audio, guys?
Pika RL, or hell, even Spook RL, depending on who you ask. Self-proclaimed god of femboys and owner of one of the largest femboy servers on Discord. And for the past 6 years, people have been trying to track him down so they can expose one of the most elusive predators.
What would I do without Riri, bro? I don't know how to turn those off, turn them on.
Well, if there's so much evidence against this guy showing that he's a predator, then how—
What is this video? I think it's about like the movie called Predator.
Could be still making a passive income,
and they like streamed it on Discord.
$2,000 a month through community-funded donations. All will be explained in due time. But to understand Picky's current predicament, we first need to go back to the beginning. Flashback, flashback, flashback.
I'm gonna be honest, guys. Oh my god, this might be the most controversial take. I don't get IRL femboys. I do not get it. Am I crazy for this? Am I crazy? I feel like I get anime femboys. I don't get it.
Now, before we can do anything,
are they like acting?
We first need to prove the connection between Picky and all of his—
Enter stream title here. Silas is scared. I'm very scared.
Him. Screenshots can be faked, and the cycle repeats ad infinitum. That's also why I'm going to be using video recordings for a lot of the evidence where possible. Ah, there it is.
I kind of don't get it either. Same. That's what I'm saying.
Under his initial alias, Spook, he would begin to build a name for himself as a Rocket League streamer. And while evidence of his socials have almost entirely been lost to time,
his VOD is still up. Nice. Okay, we're gonna watch it.
Announcing a name change to Pika RL, who would unsurprisingly have very similar allegations arise.
I've never said that word.
On the new name, Pixie. And I don't think I like to you how Picky is actually Pixie, because it's a one-letter difference. They're using the same avatar.
Wait, Pixie.
And if you go,
it's Pixie. Pixie, are you here in chat? Is this you?
Discord,
is this you, Pixie?
Messages proving that it's the same person. So the only real challenge would be connecting RL and Spook identities to Pixie then, right? Well, I say challenge, but this is one of the most obvious cover-ups on the internet, and I'll show you exactly why. Let's start by listing off some similarities, shall we? 1. They're both the same age. In October of 2021, Pika RL was 20 years old, according to his Twitter bio.
Wrong, Pixie.
This isn't really necessary, but that also aligns with Spook being 18 in December of 2019. Now, according to Picky's own announcement post—
Okay, wait. Let's. It always weirds me out whenever we're seeing someone else's chat. Like it feels wrong to look at. You know, like it feels like I'm looking into someone's diary. So we're gonna do it. Let's do it. You are legal if you are 4 years younger or older. 14 and up is legal, but I'm 18, so it can be max 4 years apart. Oh, what the fuck? Okay, maybe I shouldn't have done that.
Stated age of 25, that would make his birthday February 12, 2000.
Maybe I shouldn't have paused on that, bro. What the?
Across each alias line up perfectly. Number 2, they're both from Germany. And German. There's not really much else to explain there. However, there is a potential explanation for some of these similarities that I'll address after points 3 and 4. Number 3, they're both in college. And number 4, they both play Rocket League around the same level according to their Steam profile, which also
should we play Rocket League, guys?
Connected to every alias Picky has ever been accused of using. What a coinkydink. The possible explanation provided to me from one of Picky's mods during my investigation is that Pika was simply an acquaintance of his during college, and that he bought Pika's server before converting it into his femboy hangout. Now, he must have also bought his Steam account.
Is that like where femboys hang out?
Through the third-party tracker for Rocket League
awesome commentary I'm doing here.
See that both usernames lead to his current account. But then that begs the question, why would Picky want to buy the accounts of someone he knew in real life that left the internet after being exposed for preying on children? If you think about this for 2 seconds, I think the most logical answer is that it's far easier—
Damn, I ain't reading all that. Let me try to read it. This is probably the most serious announcement I will make. So to anyone who read the Twitter thread and is asking if it's real, yes, it's fully real. It's unedited. I won't pretend I didn't do things in my past that should have been forgotten. But I'm sorry for having troubled everyone so much. You might think— Dude, I'm gonna copy paste this, bro. When I do something like out of pocket, I am going to copy paste this exact thing.
If you think about this for 2
Maybe
seconds,
I won't.
I think the most logical answer is that it's far easier to make a new Discord or Twitter account.
I'll just copy paste Saikuno's like apology, bro. Seemed to work.
Than it is to make a new Steam profile. You'd actually be losing money. So because Picky exists almost solely off community donations, after realizing his mistake and how it could be tied back to him, he needed a better cover story than just Pika was some
I'm a scary sandwich
guy, and I'm
if you hate me, you'll become
black.
scarier.
That's not me. That's the person I bought the server from.
Dang, you're
I'm
in the
black.
area. Same excuse, but it's getting scarier.
I'm a nigga.
What?
It's all on the paper. It's all right there. You think I made that up? Think I'm just riffing here? That's his real defense. By the way, I reached out to Picky himself for comments, but he never got back to me. And his head mod, Pigeon, refused to comment because of previous bad experiences with interviewers. But I imagine any experience where you're getting grilled for facilitating the abuse of children is not going to be a fun one. And number 5 is the most incriminating of all. They sound the exact same. Here's a clip of Pika RL talking from a stream.
Man, Discord is crazy. Yeah, it's crazy. I forgot that this happened. This all happened on Discord.
It's all kind of like going on.
And here's a random clip from Picky's Twitch.
No, this is unfair. This is very unfair.
Oh, there are 2 different femboys. This one has purple hair, and this one has black hair. And you can't change that. Like that's the way you were born.
Here's a random
like
clip
what?
From Picky's Twitch.
No.
How does he think that they're the same people?
This is very unfair. That's we hit level 5, which is crazy.
Now, let's overlap them.
No, this is unfair. This is very unfair. That's we hit level 5, which is crazy.
I don't know about you guys, but the resemblance is uncanny. We're just adding on to the pile here, but 6, they both have
different identities, so you can have multiple identities over platforms. I do.
Instability.
I have the ID Elemental P 767,
stress, which is a little more specific in their explanation. My references
it's my
are
alters
Spook's response to the first exposed thread posted on him by Barksy, where he was caught grooming and soliciting a 14-year-old, and the current fact sheet found in Picky's Discord. Number 7, Spook has expressed sexual.
You're only hurting my altar.
Both things
not hurting me.
Own channel in Picky's current NSFW server, and as you'll see later, is a common theme in some of the DMs. As well. Now, some of these by themselves
what are those?
May be coincidences and wouldn't necessarily trigger any flags while I'm profiling a suspect, but the probability of these 2 being separate people when they're the same age, same nationality, both went to college around the same year, both play Rocket League at the same level, share a Steam profile, have the exact same vocal inflections, mental instability, and fetishes is incredibly unlikely.
I don't get how people are so comfortable, bro. How are people so comfortable online?
Statistically impossible, and you'd have to be a moron to believe him. Just because Picky now claims he's black, and the only ones verifying that claim are his close friends and moderators.
I don't know, Pixie. Apparently, you are involved in this. Apparently, this is you, Pixie.
Behind closed doors, rather than
I'm kidding.
An unbiased third party. However, there's one really
this could be about you, Pixie.
Everybody wrong, and that's to show yourself on stream. Wear a mask, maybe just put your arms in frame while you're talking, or whatever you have to. But I mean, I hate to
not me.
Because
the more you say that, the more I think it's you.
Your name,
I'm on to you.
It wouldn't make much of a difference either way. Oh. Hey guys, what's going on? Editor Tech here. I just want to let you guys know that this is going to be a rough video, okay? So go ahead and grab a chair, eat some snacks.
Snackies! That popcorn?
Wait, what's that? Your bar stool and wooden dining room chair can't handle a 30-minute viewing experience without worsening the scoliosis.
I'm running away. No, stay.
All day.
If you run away, that means you're guilty.
Me too. Is your chair thin and flimsy, has almost no customization or support?
My chair is awesome. I love my chair. I got a new chair.
Somewhere to rest in between typing and all that. But if they get...
Okay. Buy a chair, guys. That's what he said. Fake accounts.
As I was writing this video, Picky's most recent Twitter got suspended on April 23rd.
VTuber re-debut to be denounced. I didn't even got told a reason, nor have I gotten a notification that this even happened in the first place. I literally just woke up to that and it told me you can't perform this action when I saw the collab between Nikkei and the accountability dodging team.
He started promoting a new one with his main account that he accidentally forgot to purge before rebranding. He deleted this announcement post, but not the replies, which made it pretty easy for me to track down an archive. A 5-second search of his post history shows him pretending to not
Line Chu hit the fact that he knew Picky was a
Pixie, calling Pixie a pedophile who groomed children.
What the fudge?
Which, may I remind you, is himself. Also, he can defame another VTuber, Line Chu, and Velkian. The account was also created in February of
Dude, I'm telling you, bro. Like
2025, and coincidentally, their first post ever was in support of Picky's exposed
VTuber space is crazy.
And Velky, only 2 days after he posted it. Then he proceeds to spend the entire day spamming this.
How come with like female VTubers, it's like drama, and it's like with male VTubers, it's like almost like borderline illegal stuff, bro.
In all of their replies,
this one obviously is like just plain illegal.
Posting until Picky's next exposed campaign against a rival femboy server. Of course, I made sure to record a video of these posts because I already know he's going to lie and say it's not him after I point this out, and that screenshots can be faked. I don't know how to make this any more clear for everybody. Here he is in 4K, pretending to be a different person and calling himself a pedophile who groomed children
calling
like
himself
15 times to try and
what
cancel
the
someone
frick?
Else. But for some reason, his community thinks he wouldn't lie about changing his identity, and he's definitely not a pedophile. And if this isn't Picky, then why would he constantly retweet someone impersonating him with his main account when this person consistently called him a pedophile? But now that we've
maybe he just has the ID.
Beyond a shadow of a doubt that Picky will lie about
he logs into a different Twitter account
more likely than not, both
and switches alters.
We can finally go over all of his past and present crimes without having to second guess ourselves.
Spook. RL.
At 11:36 a.m. on June 12th, 2020, the first cracks begin to show.
Oh my gosh, that's when I was
He had
born.
a modest following as a Rocket League streamer, until Barksy, an ex-friend of his, would post an exposed thread showing how he pressured a 14-year-old into having non-consensual conversations.
Bro probably blames the
about
voices.
sex. Bottoms don't get pee-pee touch. Bikini
It's the
bottom,
voices. They make me do it.
Let's go back to Wholesome, please. Unfortunately, he was not, in fact, talking about the bikini bottom. Show Papa where he touched.
This guy has a lot of SpongeBob things.
But he also wasn't aware of the victim's
big
age at
SpongeBob
this
fan.
point, and would only come to find out he was 14 the next day. How did
my
Vicky
goodness.
respond after this realization? You are legal if you are 4 years younger or older. 14 and up is legal, but I'm 18, so it can be max 4 years apart. Bruh, we're just giving affection. Just something wholesome though. I really don't want to keep asking and you feel like I'm forcing. I mean, when Lily told me her age, I kept calling her a jailbait lolly, and I still do. Bruh, 13, yeah. 13 is prison age. She also kept drawing hot boys, so I was like really struggling to be PG.
What is this?
Surprising how within the span of a week, Picky moves on to soliciting child pornography and offers to send $200 for a jar of their fluids and assures that it's safer because they're in different countries. Despite that obviously not being true, Picky isn't exactly someone you should trust to give out legal advice. A brief review of his current stance on the age of consent.
You picked this. I was the disappear. No! I thought it was something else.
Consent being 14, Picky unironically believes that a fourth of the United States has an age of consent of 13 because of an
I yelled over it.
Google
It's fine.
AI summary. I don't know what you have to put in to even get that response, but someone needs to investigate that. Not only is there not a single
US, wait, 16 in Indiana, Kentucky, and Iowa? Iowa?
state where the age of consent
Freaking Mississippi and Montana? You can change your hair and you can change your clothes. You can change your mind. It's just still 16.
Is 13. None of them are 14 either.
There's a lot of 16 consenters
in America because the only time he's researching the topic is when he needs to confirm
this might actually co-sense this delusional argument
if he's still allowed to sext minors. However, he seems to pick and choose when to defend sexual relations with 14-year-olds based on who he's talking about. Because when he discusses the YouTuber who made a video on him that later admitted
my face is constantly in a grimace, bro. I can't be watching this.
When he was 19,
I'm gonna get wrinkles in the wrong places.
23, when I was 19, I cheated on my partner at the time. This is with a 17-year-old. I flirted. I sent explicitly charged messages to someone who was not an adult, and I overstepped their boundaries when they told me to stop.
He calls him a predator and a pedophile, even though he was 19 and she was 17, which, if we do the math, is a
2 years apart
age gap. Meanwhile, he's on his public Twitter account saying, "It's funny, since if every single screenshot in that drive was real, it's still entirely legal." Oh shit, really? Everything in that drive is legal. So Picky is saying here that it would be entirely legal in Germany to offer a 14-year-old money for sexual favors when they are clearly expressing discomfort and a lack of sexual maturity. You might want to get a second opinion on that. But Celestios is the real predator for a 2-year age gap. That's quite the OJ move, Picky. Hypothetically defending fake screenshots and a different guy who was deplatformed for sexting minors, claiming it was all legal, and then you just so happen to buy his old Discord and Steam account. You're a fucking genius.
I'm like speechless.
10:26 a.m., October 15th, 2021. Spook
Internet is Scary Part 383.
And he's more bold than ever. But nothing gets past his old friend Barksy, who is back again with another thread. Pika has a girl at the time, but for some reason is hyper-focused on a new person named Iggy, who I believe to be of age, but also was already in a committed relationship of his own. These screenshots simply show Pika's disregard for his boundaries and
Stop being into me. I can't. You are too adorable. It's like everything I'm into. I'm not even gay and it's appealing. That's it.
Of his own. These screenshots simply show.
I should change my name after this.
Attempting to emotionally manipulate.
That's what he does. That's what he does. He changes his name.
It's not an uncommon pattern when looking at how he solicits donations
Pandora, is this
from his
you?
audience. However, that wasn't the only guy. He repeats this pattern of pushing boundaries on taken men with Shay, who is very clear about how uncomfortable the conversations were becoming, and even going so far as to describe the situations as intimidating. So I guess we can add cheating homewrecker to the long list of allegations.
Cheating
Unlike his
homewrecker.
initial response as Spook,
how can you be cheating and a homewrecker?
For soliciting child pornography, Picky seems to have adopted a brand new strategy that would quickly become his favorite, calling everything fake no matter what. He went from
Stop
anyone
rage
who read
baiting
the Twitter
Pixie.
thread and is asking if it's real. Yes, it's fully real. It's unedited. To pretending to not know who Barksy is by calling them a random who is faking screenshots. And then he posts an epic video to dunk on the haters.
Who's in this guy's Discord? Who's joining this? All the
RL account would get suspended just like most of Pixie's
other Rocket
accounts
League
for
players?
abuse and harassment. But that wasn't going to stop him anytime soon.
Pixie. Oh.
You'd think after speedrunning his second
I didn't say
identity and getting
This guy said
exposed by the same person that he'd just give up at this point, right? Well, Picky is what we would call jobless.
Oh my gosh, I realized you can see me like moving around in my chair.
Several arrests and complete lack of time management or discipline.
Sorry, I just remembered something else.
Impossible for him to hold down.
I'm moving
job
around in my
for
chair,
longer than
guys.
3 months, and he's already caused 4 different workplace incidents that he alludes to involving assault. This guy lives with his parents
I'm like
under
Demi.
psychiatric care, is unable to drive a car, and subsists purely off diving through garbage or guilt-tripping his community into giving him their hard-earned money. For someone who spends literally all of their time at home on Discord, you'd think he could at least post more than 4 times a month to make an honest living. Somehow, the most egregious allegations were all done under an alias that Picky barely attempted to distance himself from. And even if he did, I don't think it would really work, to be honest. I mean, Pixie, Picky, same profile pic, Come on. So with that settled, from here on out, the document that everyone shares around to expose the alleged 14 victims is slightly lacking
14? Couldn't stop.
Some folders, meaning that I don't know how old anyone
It's his favorite number, bro.
I'd even argue that a few shouldn't really be there because it has nothing to do with sexual abuse or solicitation. So I'm only going to cover the ones that I can prove beyond a shadow of a doubt because I really don't want to give him or any of his fans and friends any holes to poke at.
Mine. I'm not saying that.
This one was real simple. It's in the chapter title. All I had to do was join both his NSFW and PG-13 server and click on every miner's profile in the introductions channel to see if any of them shared the 18+ server. Yes. Join. Let me in. Anything I do, it's not working. I can't get in. I don't know what I'm doing wrong. Yo, Sponge, help me get in this femboy server. Come on, get to work.
Oh, now you like femboys, but when I want to get my headshots in the office, it's a big deal.
Headshots? What do you mean headshots?
Look, right here. I got them done professionally. What do you think?
Wicked.
Oh, I really gotta stop doing ketamine. Well, what do you know? In a single night, one night, I found 4 minors who introduced themselves as 15 to 16-year-olds who were members in his 18+ pornography Discord. Obviously, I relayed this information to one of the moderators I was talking to, and all of these people have already been banned. But the problem is that Picky doesn't believe in true age verification because of data brokers. If only he had the sponsor for today's video. Just kidding. He essentially only has a yes or no prompt to stop children from being exposed to his pornography.
Isn't Discord 16+? What is Discord's minimum age?
Is that he's
research team, let's get in on that.
Crusades against other creators like Lion Chew for making lewd content where minors could be exposed to it, even though we have verifiable evidence that he's exposed several minors to pornography after joining what is supposed to be a 13+ environment.
13?
Even the content Picky makes is no different from the creators he's criticizing and relies heavily on sexual themes and clickbait.
Does Discord require like ID verification now?
Is literally cropped porn that's not even relevant to the video. It's not in there at all. And he uses the sexual furry term not in this title, and this one just speaks for itself. Like, do I even have to say anything? And if that's not enough to really illustrate the hypocrisy,
this is crazy.
Here, his old Instagram account was taken down for violating the community guidelines on child sexual exploitation, abuse, and nudity.
Holy how is this guy not in jail, dude? Every single social media platform is freaking juicing him out.
Which was
how is this guy free?
Reported on by Andrew Sinclair in February 2024. Props
only to change your birthday, I think, really.
But if you ask him about this Instagram account, or even having an Instagram account at all, he'll just say that he got purged for being gay. I'm not so convinced that that was the actual
I don't know about that
reason,
one.
But you guys can be the judge here. Since this guy likes to cite German law so much, I'll give you this passage as a little food for thought. Section 184 of the German Criminal Code.
This might be a bad frame to pause it on, but what is the consent in Germany? How come he loves Germany so much?
Code covers dissemination of pornographic content. And if we look at subsection 1, line 1, it states, whoever in respect of pornographic content offers, supplies, or makes it available to a person under 18 years of age, or makes it available at a place which is accessible to persons under 18 years of age, or which can be seen by them, incurs a penalty of imprisonment for a term not exceeding 1 year or a fine. The excuse
14
of
if both are under 18.
Yes or no age verification becomes pretty irrelevant when there's evidence of each minor introducing themselves to Picky as underaged before then entering his porn server and only getting banned after I intervened. This guy spends all of his time on
That is crazy.
And neither him nor his mods could find out that there was minors in his porn server. I found this out in a single night.
See, I feel like we could set up like a honey trap. I don't know if I've said this before. You know, a honey trap. Like people, I saw this on Twitter. So on the Discord, I feel like we should make something where like when new people join, they get like a thing that says, are you under 18 or over 18? And then when they click under 18, we just instantly ban them. So and then we'd be like, join when you're 18, bro.
Found in the drive folder investigating Picky shows his interactions with an up-and-coming creator, Fuwafa. At the time, Picky was 22 and Fuwafa was 16. We can tell from his post that his birthday is in August, and according to this post about his legal drinking age, we can pinpoint the year he was born as well. This is important to know because it means for the full duration of their relationship, Fuwafa was 16. For months, Picky
There is a way to do it. There's also one that works for the art bots.
Femdom roleplay, and most disgustingly, requesting videos of them on the toilet, which isn't. I
think there are a couple I'm in of something similar. I think we should do that.
DMs in this drive folder, but just to prove that it's him, the video recording also shows the account info with his Steam account linked that was created on the same day as his current Steam account.
Pixie?
And there's also a verified.
I voice cracked there. Sorry, going through second puberty.
His main Twitter account was promoting on this tweet that is currently still up as of recording this video. And there's no way that someone could be impersonating his Twitch because they use the lowercase I, and you can't have duplicate usernames on Twitch. I tried
David says that you can also can't change your age group unless you DM a mod.
It seemed like no matter what
I'll set that up.
No matter what threshold we overcame, he would still find another way to say that this was faked or he didn't know the age. He told me it could be an imposter until I showed him a screenshot of Picky admitting to getting nudes from Fuwafa that were currently up in his own server. Like, you could just go and find that. But then the excuse just became that he didn't know the age. He was very kind to answer all my questions, but boy was I punching a fucking wall trying to get him to just admit to anything. How would it not still be worth addressing the fact that the owner of your server, that you were a prominent moderator in, unknowingly solicited months worth of child pornography? Even if he didn't know then, years later, after Fuwafa has made it public that they're not even old enough to drink, Picky admits to still having the dick pics he received 2 years ago, which, may I remind you, are nude pictures of a 16-year-old.
I wouldn't have one that shows ID. I wouldn't have one that shows ID. I feel like that's a little much. I would have one like if you're 18 or like, I feel like if you're 18 or under, you're stupid enough to click that you're 18 under.
Which I don't know how it wouldn't be. Picky also admitted to handing out their nudes after a dispute, which is incredibly illegal in Germany. Looping back to section 184C, subsection 1, lines 1 and 2, Picky nullified his potential defense found in subsection 4, wherein you can obtain images only for your exclusive personal use and with the consent of the person depicted, the second he decided to share them to others. So,
oh my gosh!
And then couple it with the fact that this was obviously not.
He was sharing those?
That would mean it also violates section 201A, subsection 1, lines 1 and 5, for violation of intimate privacy by transmitting intimate photographs with prior knowledge of a lack of authorization. But I bet you didn't think I'd spend the time learning your laws just for a video, now did you? Good luck lying your way out of this one, pal.
Lock him up forever. Yeah, jail time. I know. No, not me.
Only a year later, and Picky is once again trying to solicit child porn. At this point,
I don't get how he's a free man. I don't get how he's free just doing all this. How is he like just...
Don't worry about proof though, because we obviously have several artifacts that uncover how Picky was impersonating the VTuber Line Shoe on Discord around the same time as the interactions with this 15-year-old girl. And despite the video recording showing that it's someone named Line Shoe, there's also screenshots displaying how it's actually also...
How is he not in jail already? I know, like actual social media platforms are banning him, saying that he's doing this, and they're not reporting him. Also, this is like this Discord had like an 18+ badge, like when you actually verify your age with ID.
Now, as far as circumstantial evidence connecting this video recording to the screenshots, a couple months ago, Picky was caught impersonating Line Chew on Twitter, which resulted in someone stealing his old handle so he couldn't use it anymore. This account would obviously get banned for impersonation.
Dude should be gone. He should be.
A new one until that one got banned for harassment, and his most recent account is the alt that he forgot to purge when calling himself a pedophile.
He made another one recently for some reason.
So it is not at all a stretch to think that he would also impersonate the guy he's defaming by calling himself a pedophile.
He has so many.
On Discord. Number 2, on the same day he made the Picky Paws account, August 14th, 2024, which we already know is owned by him based on the thousands of messages he sent from
That's a lot of messages
in his own server. Someone posted the
I wonder how many messages I have on my own Discord.
On Twitter in an exposed
probably a lot.
If you look at
especially the
member info
Pokemon
for the
thing.
fake line chew, it's the same exact join date for Discord as Picky's original Pixie account before it got purged or deleted, because it no longer exists. Number 3, the conversation, images, and videos he's
Picky's silly. I don't
victim,
think you have
which
room
is
to
a
talk.
consistent pattern in every story involved with him.
Picky, you're a poopy boy.
Again, I don't really care.
2,218.
Sorry, I didn't mean to derail it. I was just thinking.
No,
Well,
it's
it's
just weird because Silas said the same thing.
You're a poopy boy, Picky.
Wait, they got Ergblaw on this?
Okay.
Oh my gosh, Ergblaw's on this.
Fucking interview from the victim.
I'm 15 now, and I was freshly 15 when I met Pixie. How do you feel about him denying everything to this day, despite you sharing your story? It pisses me off. I'm not even gonna lie. It pisses me off so greatly that he thinks he's indestructible and can get away with anything he feels. He's done this to so many people.
If that isn't enough evidence to convince you that this is him in this conversation, in this screen recording, I don't know what to tell you, man. I really put it all out there. That's on you. The provided videos and
that's not on me, bro.
Show Picky asking for exclusivity, sharing his sex toys, requesting very specific and degenerate sexual content, which relates to the previous cases, like listening to them on the toilet.
Here's a
Remember,
quick 5K for
he was
Gerlin.
23 when he was talking to this 15-year-old that had just joined his server. Did he know the age or did he not know the age? At this point, I don't fucking care. How many minors does he need to talk to before he...
I'm sure those last 5 words are gonna... But this is not... this is more like a...
He's gonna start asking for the ages.
illegal
this
stuff.
Is the first
this ain't
time
drama,
this has
bro.
happened to him. But he has the audacity to attack other VTubers, bring up other people's allegations
5KW.
every single day, just so he can distract from
I
the
forgot to double the
long list of
rates.
crimes
Let me double the
that
rates real
he
quick.
continues to commit. If grooming children and
1 out of
exposing
500.
thousands of minors to a degenerate pornographic pipeline wasn't enough, he also steals art. How many hobbies is one man allowed
To get a shiny.
Can
To
he
get the
steal- can a
shiny.
guy
Shiny
steal some
Silas.
art? If you look at the art he's made in his Discord when overlapping the references, you can instantly tell that it's been traced. It's just traced art. He has no artistic style. I don't know too much about the art space, but I don't think they're crazy about people throwing their own watermark over traced art. I just don't understand how he's been able to live off of the good graces of his community despite all the depraved shit he's done throughout the years. Like, how do you pin down a guy who's willing to just change his identity like that?
I mean, I don't know, boss. We got his face, his voice, and a rap sheet about a mile long, and the feds still won't budge.
Yeah, why aren't they doing anything? Why are the feds not doing anything? Where does he live? He doesn't sound like he's from the US.
Suit and tie to do a real man's job.
He's European, I can tell.
But boss, we wear suit and ties.
Not now, Johnson.
Oh, okay.
Had enough of your jokes.
Okay.
We still need to figure out what we're gonna do about this picky fella.
Why don't we just
Germany?
report him to Discord? You know, get him at the source, maybe? At least that way he's not gonna have access to all these kids. And if the feds don't budge, at least we could just...
Can we go and make him
put a little
vanish?
dent in his wallet.
Right, we could open up a support ticket with Discord. Yeah. See, this is why you work for me. This is why I pay you the big bucks, Johnson.
Oh, big bucks. Speaking of that, my niece has a really bad cough and she's like in the hospital right now. So can I get an advance on this month's pay?
That's a good one. That's a good one.
What do you mean good one?
I gotta go.
Pay me
Check,
literally
please.
30 cents an hour. How am I supposed to? Oh, okay, and he's leaving. Okay.
He needs to go and I want my name back.
I can't do it. This fucking guy.
He just changes identities like that. So you should be good.
Oh, you guys leaving so soon?
Yeah, bye-bye.